Hakuna usiku bila mapambazuko ya jua, hakuna msimu wa baridi bila chemchemi yake, na zaidi ya upeo wa giza mioyo yetu itaimba tena. Kwa wale ambao wanatuacha kwa muda wameenda tu kutoka ulimwengu usiona utulivu. Hakuna usiku bila mapambazuko ya jua, hakuna msimu wa baridi bila chemchemi yake, na zaidi ya upeo wa giza mioyo yetu itaimba tena. Kwa wale ambao wanatuacha kwa muda wameenda tu kutoka ulimwengu usiona utulivu. Machungu yataisha punde tu akishuka angani, parapanda itakapolia kuwapita waliolala. Sisi ni wapitaji tunatazamia kurudi kwako ewe Mwokozi, tufute machozi. Machungu yataisha punde tu akishuka angani, parapanda itakapolia kuwapita waliolala. Sisi ni wapitaji tunatazamia kurudi kwako ewe Mwokozi, tufute machozi.
Be not dismayed, be strong. When he comes, we shall ask, Death, where is your victory? We shall rise above the sky as we sing the glorious song. Farewell, farewell, cruelty, goodbye the earth. Be not dismayed, be strong. When he comes, we shall ask, Death, where is your victory? We shall rise above the sky as we sing the glorious song. Farewell, farewell, cruelty, goodbye the earth.
Machungu yataisha punde tu akishuka angani, parapanda itakapolia kuwapita waliolala. Sisi ni wapitaji tunatazamia kurudi kwako ewe Mwokozi, tufute machozi. Machungu yataisha punde tu akishuka angani, parapanda itakapolia kuwapita waliolala. Sisi ni wapitaji tunatazamia kurudi kwako ewe Mwokozi, tufute machozi. Machungu yataisha punde tu akishuka angani, parapanda itakapolia kuwapita waliolala. Sisi ni wapitaji tunatazamia kurudi kwako ewe Mwokozi, tufute machozi. Machungu yataisha punde tu akishuka angani, parapanda itakapolia kuwalia, kuwaita waliolala. Sisi ni wapitaji tunatazamia kurudi kwako ewe Mwokozi, tufute machozi.
Gadaph was loved by a lot of us, as we can see, and there's also people joining us on live stream. We'd like to welcome everybody. We'd now like to welcome Gadaph on stage to come and share a few words about George. So I've passed through Minnesota several times, and I never knew there were such beautiful places because it's always cold and it's snowing. And so it's fortunate that we are here today to see our brother away. But I consider this a celebration of life. I consider it a celebration of life because Gadaph was a well-loved man. And I am joined by a few people that we traveled with, that we all went to the same primary school together. And several of them have joined us via live stream. And I would like to welcome a few of them. They don't have to say much. The people that we traveled with, would you please come to the stage? You don't have to say much, just your name, and then we'll proceed from there. Gadaph for 41 years. When my eyes opened in this life, um, and Mr. Agade and the family right there, they were our neighbors 5 houses down. Mr. Agade himself was my father's colleague at work before he went ahead and established a very successful business. Employed so many people, very proud of what he did. And Gadaph was as entrepreneurial as his father, always constantly doing different things. And so in the position that I am today, it's very difficult to talk about my friend in 5 minutes over a lifetime of 41 years together. But I will try my very best to make it I'll try to remember the highlights of our life, the great moments, because I think that when we celebrate life, it is better than being sad, because Gadaph has fought a good fight. He has won the battle, because I know that he is sitting with the saints today. I was speaking with a wife shortly after he had passed, and she told me the whole journey, and he repented and confessed his sin, and I'm looking forward to meeting him at some point when my day comes. When we started nursery school together, I wouldn't say that we were friends because we were just children. We did not know what the future held, but we shared toys together, we played together. We went to Mr. Agade's home several times. They had a big tree that yielded those things that people scrubbed their bodies with. They used to hang from the tree, and we used to pick them up. And before they become the scrubby things, you can play with them. So we used to go and play there. And when I first recognized that Gadaph was my friend was in 1994, when my mother died. And Mr. Agade came to my mother's funeral, and both my father and my mother's. And after the funeral, as a young kid, you don't know exactly how life is going to be. And so small acts of kindness can tend to go a long way. So I came back to school after the funeral, and one of the acts of kindness that Gadaph did was he brought me a soda. Mzee, if he took that from the business without you knowing, I just want you to know it was for a good cause. Okay? He brought me a soda because some of us having a soda in the house was not a very common thing. Bonagade was a Coca-Cola distributor. So I was like, this is a man who can be a friend because he consoled me in his own little way. And that's how our friendship started. So we became desk mates, classmates, and as we went through life, the teenage years, this brother right here had a way with words. He could, I remember one time I was struggling to talk to a girl. And he gave me a couple of lines, and I was like, Hala, how do you make it so easy? Because some of us are not as talented as some people are, So throughout our young adolescence into young men, we exchanged ideas on how those were the most favorable moments of my time with Gadaph because we got to experience life together. He had a way with words, and of course, I'm not going to say that he never learned some good or bad things from me also as a young man or a teenager. But there were great moments that we shared as we became field marshals of the opposite gender. And then I remember coming to the United States because, of course, he went to college. I came to the US. And as the years went by, he told me that he met a woman and that he would like me, as his brother, to stay in touch with her because they were not even married. I don't even think so. I think Angel was just born or something like that. And so me and Emily stayed in touch. We had not met back then. And I remember she used to send me things when I'm going home, napeleka nyumbani. And when I'm coming back from home, I stop at Mzee's place and I pick up some things and I bring to Emily. Of course, we didn't meet, but I used to mail to her, and we kept the relationship alive. In Luo, wanasema konye uru hero. Kangato hero, ti konye hero. Kosariambo. Hey. So anakonyo owadu wa hero. I made sure I stayed in touch with Emily until Gadaph came. But I remember when I first met Emily, well, I used to go home a lot prior to me meeting him. But only Gadaph could dress the way Gadaph could dress. Huh? Gadaph could wear purple shoes, green velvet shirt, and drive a small Peugeot and very confident about it. Huh? So I remember meeting him. I'd gone home one time and I meet him and I'm like, Gadaph, you are Fali Pupa, Kofi Olomide, and Peregola all dressed in the same thing at the same time. So I thought that was very interesting. And every now and then he would dress in an agbada like a Nigerian man, and only for him it could work. Only for him, because if I try that, I will fail so miserably you wouldn't even believe. So I'm proud that he was confident of himself and he challenged himself doing different things. So let me skip that a little bit. So the day that I meet Emily for the first time, we were at guest house. Angel was very young and we were sitting at the table. And I remember thinking, this brother has hit a gold mine. A very young, beautiful woman, hardworking. Can you imagine these people were? She left Kenya and went back and brought her man. Where do you find such women? Huh? Simze said that if we want to, we go to Kisi and look for women. But let me not say that my ladies might get me outside there. But as the years went by, I want to say that the love that these two people shared was amazing. It was a beautiful thing to watch in a way that even me, myself, in my marriage, it inspired me. Gadaph inspired me to go back to school and have a good education for myself. Gadaph inspired me to push myself when he started the live streaming sessions, because that is a very difficult thing to do. I want to say to Gaddaph's children, I want to say just two things, and then I'll leave the stage. I believe it's Psalms 25, 27 or 27, 25. Somebody is speaking and saying that he's never seen the children of a righteous man go hungry. And you two young children, that will not happen to you. You will never go hungry. Okay? Number one. Number two, in summing up to Mama right there. This is a difficult time. And what's going to happen is, as time goes by, all this will die down. People are going to go on with life. But the only way that you're going to make it through with these young girls, make the Lord God your anchor. People will come with every doctrine. But so long as that mzee, he said that his father died at 100, and his father died at 140 years old, 30 years old. That means that he, God willing, will live long enough to see his grandchildren grow. And so long as these children, when I end up home, they see their grandfather and their uncles, it will give him long life to be able to live, to be 130 years old. Now anybody that comes with a doctrine that is different that, Setani ashindwe. Ama nimedanganya. Asanteni sana, may God bless you, and thank you very much for giving our brother a befitting send-off.
What do you say to Gilbert? Turn to your neighbor and say Maranatha. No, you didn't turn. Say turn. Turn. Find a neighbor and turn. Maranatha means Jesus is coming soon. Like this. When you say Maranatha, respond. When somebody says Maranatha, tell them Jesus is coming soon. So I'm going to try that because we know Jesus is coming soon. So now we can see our brother again. Amen? So turn to your neighbor and say Maranatha. When you hear what he says, Jesus is coming soon. Jesus is coming when? Soon. We are here simply because of the family, and we want to meet the family here shortly so that we can hear the eulogy So to prepare the family and also to prepare the man of God here shortly, we would like to invite True Voice to give us one song. And immediately after True Voice, we shall be meeting the family. And immediately after the family, we shall have a congregational song that will lead us into the man of God giving us the word. So True Voice is True Voice in the house. True Voice in the house. All right, True Voice are not in the house. I am going to invite all of us to rise and invite the choristers to give us a song as we actually prepare to meet the family here shortly. Does Jesus care? Does Jesus care? It's in your bulletin. If you have it, please, if all of us can rise and be the True Voice representing this morning, it will be